Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me again for another What's for Dinner. As always, I have 3 super easy, super tasty, like really good meals for you guys. 2 are going to be in the crock pot and 1 is in the Instant Pot. So these are perfect for my working mamas or my stay-at-home mamas with some little kids, or if you just don't feel like cooking, they're super easy meals for you. So we'll go ahead and get started, and I hope you guys enjoy these. And if you decide to try one of these, or you actually do try one of these, drop it in the comments below and let me know, and let me know what you think. All right, let's go. Okay, y'all, the first meal that we're gonna make this week is barbecue in the crock pot, or you may have seen some people call it pulled pork. All I did was go ahead and put my 3 to 4 pound pork roast down in my crock pot, and now I'm gonna season each side with salt and pepper. Once your meat's seasoned on each side, go ahead and pour in 2 cups of chicken broth and 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke. Now once I've got everything in my crock pot, I'm just going to put the lid on and turn it on low and let it cook for 8 to 10 hours. I like to shred mine at the end of the cook time in my stand mixer. And we decided to have it as barbecue sandwiches, and my daughter loves barbecue sauce on hers, so I put a little on there and then just served it with a side of corn on the cob, and it was the perfect, easy weeknight meal. Next, if you want a meal that tastes like you slaved away in the kitchen all day, but literally all you did was just dump and go, this meal is for you. Crock pot, I'm gonna go ahead and put my pork chops in. I am just using 8 thin boneless pork chops for this recipe, and then once I have those all in the bottom, I'll set it to the side and grab a bowl so we can make the gravy that goes on top. Now for the gravy, I'm gonna add straight to a separate bowl 1 pack of Lipton dry onion soup mix, next I'm going to add in 1 can of cream of chicken or cream of mushroom, or if your store's like mine and only had cream of chicken and mushroom together, you can add that in there. Doesn't change the flavor any. We're going to add in 1/2 cup of sour cream or Greek yogurt, 1/2 cup of chicken broth, a little bit of pepper, and about 1.5 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, and just stir that around to combine until you have a smooth, creamy gravy. Pour your gravy mixture right on top of your pork chops, and then cover and cook on low for about 4 hours. Obviously, if you have thicker pork chops, you're going to need to cook them longer, but thin pork chops are completely done at about 3.5 to 4 hours. Go ahead, once your pork chops are done, at the end of the 4 hours, put them on a plate, and then pour your gravy over and you're ready to serve. Again, you can see we had corn on the cob. I bought a huge bag from BJ's and I really didn't realize how much corn was in there. But I made some corn and I made some rice, and then I just topped my rice with my pork chops and all of the yummy gravy. I promise this literally tastes like a meal that you spend all day in the kitchen cooking, and it took 4 hours in the crock pot. The hardest part of the entire meal was bringing the pots of water to a boil for the rice and the corn. Let me know if you try this and what you think. Going to make some cheesy beefy noodles, aka homemade hamburger helper, in the Instant Pot. Go ahead and turn your Instant Pot on to saute. Set it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let it warm up, and then throw in about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of butter. Let that get good and melty, and then add in 1 pound of lean ground beef. And you want to cook this until it's completely browned all the way through. Once your hamburger meat is completely browned through, we're going to add in 10 ounces of chicken broth and then 3.5 cups of water. Stir that around, and then we're going to add in a bag of egg noodles. All I had were some from the Amish store, so it's not a really big bag, but the noodles are really large, if that makes any sense. Now that you've got your noodles completely submerged in your water and your chicken broth, along with your ground beef, go ahead and add in 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Now you want to add in your spices, which are a tablespoon each of garlic powder and onion powder, and half teaspoon each of salt and pepper. Pour that directly on and do not mix. So now I am going to put the lid on, set it to seal, and set it to high pressure and let it cook for 2 minutes. Once the 2 minutes is up, I'm going to do a quick release and then remove my lid. And from there, I'm just going to stir everything around to combine the spices and the mushroom soup mix. And then I'll add in about 2 tablespoons of butter, as well as a bag of shredded mozzarella cheese and about a half a bag of shredded cheddar cheese. And then I'm just going to stir it to combine completely and let it set and let the gravy thicken up. Once the gravy or sauce has thickened up and all the cheese is melted, I'm just going to serve it directly like it is. No sides. I don't feel like it needs a side. It's that good on its own. But if you want to add some bread or some kind of vegetable to it, you are absolutely welcome to. Everybody loved it. We thought it was very tasty, and I actually like it better than homemade hamburger helper. So if you enjoyed this video or like videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you get notified every time I upload, and I will talk to you guys later.